Okay, sorry about that quick little snag there. Yeah, WP Twin is the best out there. No, geez, I think that there was a WSO. It was called FlipMe. I believe that that's what it was called, and that was another tool that allows you to clone sites. But I had some snags with it, so I love WP Twin. I think it's $67 or $97 after you've sold a couple of sites. Buy yourself WP Twin. It would be a real treat because it literally like you can just clone a site so very quickly. Yeah, it is the best. It definitely is the best. Um, but okay, so let's get back. Let's get back over here. 123 employee. Their benefits is it's your own dedicated employee. Like sometimes with Fiverr and Freelancer and Odesk, you're able to hire someone and they do a good job for you. And then when you go to hire them to do the next job, um, maybe they're not around or they don't do such a good job. The nice thing about 123 employee is because these people work for 123 employee and they're a little bit more long term and reliable. And you do get your own dedicated person. Like every morning, they'll be there to greet you. Either through Skype or through email. I'm ready for today's work, Mark. What would you like me to do? And you can also give them, work to do for the week type of thing where you don't need to tell them on a daily basis what to do. They just know what to do. You could have an employee working for you 40 hours a week. All you would do, let's say, is buy domain names, right? Do your product, your niche research. You buy domain names, and you could have an employee working for you 40 hours a week just setting up websites. And they could set up a lot of websites, believe me. Um, Virtual assistant, that's what I was talking about. That's kind of what you get from 123 employee. There's lots of places you can get virtual assistants. You can even get them on the Warrior forum now, like in the Warrior for Hire section. I like going through a company. You pay a little bit more for it. Like when I go through 123 employee, I pay a little bit more as if I was just going to hire someone right off of, say, a Filipino job board. But it's just a little bit more reliable. And having a virtual assistant, does anyone here have a virtual assistant for any of their other businesses, or has anyone ever used a virtual assistant? You do. Oh yeah. Isn't it great, Ruben? Don't you love your virtual assistant? Oh good. A lot of people do. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Yeah. Um, yeah, even better. Kay has her husband. So that's good. A virtual assistant, it really does. And if you want to grow, listen, please, like we've gone through this and it's really easy. I know that there's some people that have taken this course and they're going to be happy just to make their first $197. Okay. And those people, they're not ever going to need a virtual assistant because they don't really want to necessarily make an income. They want to just add a little extra money. Okay. But if you really want to grow a business, you need to get yourself a virtual assistant. You need to get some help. Um, and a virtual assistant, it frees up your time to do other work. Absolutely frees up your time to do other work. And, a virtual assistant is going to run you anywhere from, say, $200 a month up to $1,000 a month or so for a standard virtual assistant. I had a person, JP. JP was a virtual assistant that I had. I had got him off of a Filipino job board, and JP was fantastic. JP got paid $55 American dollars to do like 20 hours per week. Okay? And during those 20 hours, like 10 of those hours were flex time where he wasn't totally just working for me, but it's next to nothing. Next to nothing. $3, $4, $5 an hour, you can get like wicked good help. Like let's just look at like 123 employee, and this is about the most that you'll pay. You can see 10 hours a week for $347. So for 40 hours, 40 times 8, so about $8 an hour for this. And that's for a full-time employee, though. They have their own phone number, their own Skype number. Customers could even contact them if needed. It's not one of those situations where you would need them to, but they could. They could call an 800 number and get a hold of your virtual assistant from them. And for this, $347 a month, 10 hours a week really is a lot. Like, you could put someone on 10 hours a week and they could easily set up 5 or more sites. No, there's absolutely zero. A couple people have asked this. Any communication problem? No. Filipinos, okay. There's kind of 3 different places you can get outsourcers from. You can get outsourcers from India. You can get outsourcers from South America, like Panama is just recently had a lot of different outsourcing companies. And you can get outsourcers from the Philippines. Philippines are the best place to get because they're Native American speakers and they're the best employees you've ever had. You've never met someone that is so gracious and so absolutely honored to be working for you. It's unbelievable. And they're my favorite place. Yeah, a lot of peoples are from the Philippines. They're just very, very good workers. The problem with Indian workers is I've had a couple of Indian workers way, way, way back. Like in 2009, I was doing a project where I was inundated with customer support. And I went and got some of the cheapest outsourcers that I could find, and they were Indian, and they just had more of not so much of an employee mentality. They weren't so eager to do things my way. Like, they were always thinking of different ways to do things that weren't necessarily the way that I liked. There was a communication problem too. With Americans or any English speaking country in Filipinos, there's absolutely no communication problems. They speak the exact same language as us, and you should have no problem with Filipino workers. Absolutely no. And like I said, you can get them for next to nothing. I mean, $300 a month when you haven't made a sign, when you haven't made a sale. It might sound, oh, you're welcome, Gerard. When you haven't made a sale, it might seem like a lot, but once you start making some sales, please look into virtual assistants. You'll never be able to grow as quickly as you could without one, okay? And, you can get all kinds of help. You can get the technical help, These sites are very easy to set up. You can, the first week when you train someone, you could have them go through all of this training and say, okay, I'd like you to build me sites following this criteria, and all you're going to do is give them domain names, and someone could just do this for you, okay? They're very easy sites to set up. They can be done by a recipe, okay? And the only technical things is we have some simple graphics, okay? And I mean simple graphics. You can see, this site right here, this was just an image that I bought for $2 from iStock Photo, okay? I cropped it over here and just put a little text on it, okay? On my home page, these sliders right here were pretty much created inside of Jing using the free program. I was able to take a screenshot and then add this arrow in the text. So we're talking simple graphics. This website, this particular theme, and a lot of themes, they don't need to have a lot of different graphics, but you can get those graphics made. If you are going to have graphics made, you can get graphics made for $5, for next to nothing on Fiverr. Just, you go into Fiverr, like, let's just look really quick. Because a couple of people said, yeah, but aren't you going to get bad things done for $5? No, not at all. Like, you look through here, I will design a 125 banner for you. I'm sure you could say, okay, could you make that 900 by 415 without any problem? Business card, someone will make you a business card for $5. All kinds of things. Okay, banner designer for $5, business card logo, header, or postcard for $5. Anything you want, you can get done for $5. Yeah, image sites. No, Gerard. The only image site that I recommend is iStockPhoto. iStockPhoto.com. That's the one that I recommend because it's what I use. You can do a Google, like when you're starting, there's nothing wrong with using free images, but like I said, this image right here, I got for $1. It was $1 for this big image, and I'm able to turn that into a couple different images without any problems. Like actually on this site I might have got two, didn't I? Didn't I buy two images? Didn't I get another one? Yeah, I bought two images, and then this image here was only $1 too. And now I can use these on all my different websites too. But if you do a website search for like stock photography or even free stock photography, there's all kinds of sources that'll get you images. And when you're, if you're going to have someone design a graphic for you, they'll 9 times out of 10 they'll go ahead and supply the images for you. But it's just pages and pages of graphics that you can get done in programming and all kinds of other stuff that you can get done at Fiverr for just $5. So don't let the little things hold you back. Nah, Chris, I don't recommend that. I don't. John, no, I don't. And I'm just using on my websites that Vibe SEO plugin. That gives you like your SEO score. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Here. This is, thanks, Chuck. Here is a free website. They don't have a ton, but this website that I just put in your little chat box, they offer free stock photography. Yeah, John, that Vibe SEO plugin will add that. And you just want to like have your keyword. That's a good question. A couple people have asked, and we'll go back to that right now. About aren't you worried that your rankings are going to drop once you customize the site for a business? No, really not, because you're still going to keep that same flow to it. You're still going to make sure that your first paragraph has the keyword. You're still going to make sure that your images have that keyword. And that other text in there, so long as you don't go crazy with text, okay, and unrelated text, just putting in their business information is not gonna screw up your rankings. Definitely not. And then the last type of help that you can get, and this would be primarily from Freelancer or Craigslist, or there are even different sales job boards. There's a couple of WSOs out there about hiring salespeople and telemarketers. For right now, though, you don't have to worry about that too much. Do it yourself when you're starting out. The sales and the telemarketing. But if you do want to, if you just can't do the sales, set up your website. Just drive people to your website. People will buy. People don't need to talk to someone to spend $197. It's good if you have your own phone number that you can take calls on, but if you're not a salesman, you really don't need to be. You're just a business, okay? All that you are is you're a business that helps other businesses get more customers by getting on the top of Google. Yeah, Robert, yeah. I will explain that to the customer. Okay, so if a customer does already have a website, you explain to them, we are not replacing your current website. This is in addition to your website. If you'd like to cancel your current website, that's fine. But if you're already happy with your website, but it's just not getting traffic, this website that we've created for you can funnel that traffic to your website. Like I was saying earlier, we can link our contact page to their contact page. We can link our services out to their services to get more information. But a lot of times you're going to find once a client comes on with us, if they have a website, chances are it's very old, very ugly, and a lot of times they'll let it go and just use your business. Do you list the price? No, I don't list the price. I used to. B, that's a good question. B says, do I list the price and the maintenance fee on the site that you build? No, I don't. I don't list it anymore because I take phone calls. If I'm not taking a phone call, I will. I'll have a regular sales page on there. Like instead of, call me to claim this website for your business, it will be click here to claim this website for your business, and then it might just go into the sales page. It might just go into the sales page. Do you use this opportunity? No, Robert. No, Robert. If I generally, like, if they already have a website and if they say, okay, I have a website, I'm already paying hosting, I don't want to have 2 hosting fees. No, I would say, okay, don't worry about it. Just cancel your old hosting. We'll put you on this hosting account. Yeah, and I might charge them a $49 just setup fee on that, but I wouldn't charge them an additional $49 a month. There's an old saying, pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. And what that means is you really don't have to be too greedy. Like, you already got them. You don't have to give them redundant charges, really. Now, the next way that you're going to add some income, okay, is by offering these other services. Remember, all along, I said this is primarily a foot in the door method. This is not an end-all, be-all service for most businesses. No, Ruben, is there a way to sell right from the website without... Yeah, you could, like, in your marketing material. Ruben asks, is there a way to sell right from the website? Yeah, what you can do is right from the website, you could take that marketing material. Like, there's a sample sales page in there. You could put that right on a page. Like, just create a new page and put that sales material on there, and they can order right from there. But let's talk about some other services that we could offer. Okay, so we've got our foot in the door. We've got our client. They're $197 and $49 a month. And the way that you can make a lot more money is to go ahead and start offering other services to them. Okay, because you have proven your ability. You got them a website. It's at the top of Google. Now we need to start talking to them. You're a trusted advisor to them, okay? You are. Ruben, it's so rare that it's going to happen. If someone attempts to buy it after you've already sold it, if you sell the site, Ruben's asking, what if more than one person wants to pay for the site? Well, all you would do is once you've sold the site, you would want to, take down the information that it's for sale. Or at least take the sales page down. Because once you've made the sale, you're going to start inputting in the company information. If someone does contact you, they'll say, hey, I wanted the sale. We talked about this the other night. We could build them another site. Say, oh, I'm so sorry. That site did sell already, but we could go ahead and get you another site. We could build you another site on the top page. Sell the top 5 websites. I'm not sure what you mean, John. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could create, get 5 websites ranked on that front page of Google, more than likely. You'd have to do it more than likely all through different IPs, though. You would have a hard time getting multiple websites in the same city for the same industry on the top page of Google, all coming from the same IP address. You would have a hard time doing that. So let's cash in, and these are some different ways that you can cash in on additional services. One of the easiest ways is to set up an email marketing and list building campaign for them. I mean, that really is the easiest way. You just are basically going to start collecting leads, have an Aweber account set up. This is good for repeat style of businesses, like a pizza place, a hairdresser. It's not great for roofers. That's why I hardly ever offer that service. Because a roofer that comes to my website today, chances are he needs his roof done today. And if he doesn't buy today from me, it doesn't do me much good to have his email address, because if I market to him 6 months down the road, he already got his roof done. So certain types of businesses you can add in that service. There's all kinds of courses out there on email marketing for other businesses. Yeah, Dwight, using video on these sites. What exactly do you mean, actually? Like, doing video is a great upsell. And we can do, I mean, simple slideshow videos, like the videos that I saw you. Like I said, just go to my my YouTube channel. You can see some sample videos in there. Video marketing would be like, creating a video for the business and then submitting it off to YouTube and all the different video sharing sites and social media sites. Another thing you can do is additional search marketing, okay? Search engine marketing. You can do backlink building, because once this business, they have their top site on Google. They're top of Google for, Worcester Roofing, but they also do, all kinds of other services. They do windows and doors and siding. So we can go ahead and start, optimizing their other pages for the other services. Yeah, you could build a YouTube page for a client. Sure you could. Right. Absolutely. Yeah, Paul, I am. I've written them down tonight. I had them from the other night. This week was just busy. Yeah, I am. I promised you a whole bunch of things and I know from the other night I owe you the templates and whatnot. But yeah, anything else you can think of, Paul, just type it in there. Yeah, Ruben, you could. You definitely could. You could do it with roofers. It's just not. Oh, thank you very much, John. That's very nice of you. It's just not something that I have offered to the roofers. You could, though. You certainly could, because you're right. Not everyone that goes searching for a roofer today is getting their roof done right now. You're right. But for the different services that I offer my clients, that's just not a priority for me necessarily. Search engine marketing, though, in search engine marketing can be as simple as doing some e-zine articles, just a couple of, how to find a roofing contractor in the Boston area or in the Orlando area. That's search engine marketing. When you're talking local business, it's really easy. You can offer them, Google Places help, where you'll build them a Google Places. You'll get their Google Places account all set up. You can submit those videos off to Google Places too. There's all kinds of things, and there's all kinds of different services that you can offer them. And right now, I'm concentrating primarily on like video marketing, Facebook marketing, fan pages. Those are the things that are hot. Okay, those are absolutely the things that are hot. Like when I came out with this program, it was either this or I was going to start talking about the video marketing. And I decided with this because it's such a bigger wow effect. To give away a video for free, it's cool, it's great, but it's a lot better to give away a top-ranked website or to sell a top-ranked website. And that's why I concentrate primarily on that. But other people have good luck doing video marketing. Like I said, when I was selling to those salons, it was video marketing that I was selling to them because they already had nice websites, but they didn't have a video. And everyone knows video just gets so much traffic now. Video gets so much traffic. So those are some services that you can offer. I recommend you don't worry about too much about the other services until you get some sales, okay? Like, worry about selling these $197 sales. And I tell you, that's about the end of it. The other thing that I want to, okay, everyone that's here tonight, and I'm glad you had a good time at tonight's webinar. We're going to be doing our question and answers because it's hard to do the teaching and then the question and answers I'm finding. So what I'm offering is I'm going to be coming out with a new offer either later this week or next week. And rather than have these training webinars, what it's going to include is it's going to include weekly webinars. So basically for your $10 that you paid, you're going to be able to come to free webinar every Monday night where we do question and answers about these selling off these top ranked websites. And I'll give you guys the link to that. It's going to be recurring, okay? And literally you will be able to come every Monday. It's either going to be Monday or Wednesday, and you'll be able to come and just ask your questions, listen to other people's questions, see what those questions are. And it's just going to be full of question and answers. It's also going to be a lot of, because so many people have been asking about other services. Wednesday, I think it's going to be Wednesday. Actually, let me just poll everyone. What night would you guys prefer? Would you prefer Monday or Wednesday? Because that will probably... thank you very much, Gerard. I appreciate that. Yeah, Brittany, I'm glad. I thought this is kind of my treat because originally, and I'm sure you've seen, originally I was only going to sell this for those 10 days, okay? And honestly, I didn't promote it that much, and I didn't sell the I sold hundreds, but I didn't sell the thousands that I had hoped to. So I've changed the offer a little bit, and it's not going to be live training where I've gone through like each step of the way with the webinars. And what it's going to be is just those people are going to get access. It's probably going to be a month long. When they buy, they're going to have a month of question and answer sessions. It might be for 6 months or a year. I'm not 100% sure on the details yet, but you guys are all going to be able to come into them free of charge for as long as I'm having them. So I hope you all take advantage of that. Like, you'll be able to, what'll be really cool about this is I know so many of you are just at that first stage where you've just started getting your websites up there. And what's going to be so cool is, say in 3 weeks from now, you can say, okay, Mark, I got this particular website up and I've done this, this, and this to sell it. I just can't sell it. What do you think I could do? And then we could go over, hey, have you tried this? You might want to go ahead and, have you talked to anyone? Yeah? All right, well, why don't you try, just discounting that price. Why don't you try giving it away and then just getting the $49? Why don't we take a look, and we can go look in the yellow pages. Maybe there are a whole bunch of other leads that you weren't even looking at. But you guys are going to be able to come to that. Monday, Wednesday. It's halfway. I couldn't call a winner right now. I wouldn't call a winner. Wednesday looks like it might be the night. You know why Wednesday might be the night, I gotta say? Just because Mondays, sometimes we have those funny holidays. Yeah, this is like having a personal tutor for just $10. Yeah. What a wow. I'm glad you all feel that way. Awesome. I'm glad about that. So what we're going to do is I'm glad. Thank you, everyone. A lot of people are just writing in how much they've liked it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's just something that works. And as you know, I'm not the greatest speaker in the world. I'm obviously not. Yeah, I'll be on the webinars. It'll be me. Yeah, and some of you, yeah. Gerard and Bob and John, I know a bunch of you have volunteered to help me on these webinars. And yeah, some of you actually will be asked to help, for those of you that were wondering about that. Roy, I'm not very far from Maine. Be careful when you're offering up free lobster. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you guys have all been great too. You guys have added so much to the content because of your questions. Because I don't have all the answers. Anyone who does have all the answers, he's probably not telling you the truth. But sometimes things come up that I don't even know, that I absolutely don't even know about. So, and so many tips that have been given out during these webinars have come from students, and so thank you all for being such good students. You've all been great. I mean, absolutely great.